G'day YouTube. Welcome back to another clock bench video. I'm back here with my little Aquascooter. As you can see, I'm going to have another crack at it. I've noticed a couple of issues going on with the little scooter. Namely, the carb is still leaking like crazy. Here is the Snorkel. When it goes too deep, I showed you this last time, but it was off camera, so we'll have another look at it. This is the Snorkel. When the scooter goes in the water, this little foam thing comes up here and kind of blocks off the suction, the air intake, and helps it to get back up so it can breathe again. Pretty cool. Oh God, that's dirty as. Have a look at that. Definitely going to need to give that a good clean. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean about the carb. Carb is definitely going to need to come off again. Here's the little carb. We've got the petcock switched off at the moment, so we'll just switch it on. Petcock is now on, and if we pivot this forward a little bit, petrol just free flows out of there, which is flooding the engine, and it's not starting. So I'll just turn that petcock off again. So mission today is to pull this carb off again. We may have to replace it with the other carb we've got there. I don't know if that's any better, but we'll go through the carb again and see what we missed the first time, and we'll take it from there. I'll just set you up so you can see the carby properly as we pull it apart. How's that? That looks pretty good. Alrighty, let's get the tank off. Move the throttle. We're getting pretty good at this, guys. Get that fuel line off. Alright, let's get that carb off for the second time and see what we missed the first time. It's pretty easy to get off, only 2 bolts holding it on. It must be the needle not seating properly, I think. Although it seemed to seat quite well when I checked it before. Actually, let's test that now. Oh yeah, carby's leaking. When I blow through this, nothing should actually come out of there, but there's a lot of air coming out of there, so that's not good. Not sure what's going on with that. Alright, let's continue. I'll leave that on. Probably need that in a second anyway. Oh god, it's so hot here in Melbourne today. It's got to be 35 degrees here in Melbourne, Australia. I would have loved to get this down the beach today, but not today. And you get to see my ripped, shredded physique. Alrighty, carburetor. Is leaking, as you can hear. When we blow through that, that actually should not be pissing air out. Alright, at least we know what's going on. Let's get those out of here this time. Which side was the needle and seat on? Was it this side? I think it was this side. Let's get this out first. Let's try this side first. I think it was this side. I did actually check if that was sealing properly before I closed it up, and it's come loose again. Maybe a bit of grit or dirt has lodged the needle open. I'm not sure until we have a look. Oh, of course we opened the wrong side. Oh, there you go. We opened the wrong side. Why didn't you tell me? I should remember. Can't even remember what I had for breakfast. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat. Recording in 4K. Oh, I think we're just going to tip that up a bit like that. Whoops. So we can drain any petrol out of the unit itself, because the car was pissing fuel out. Alright, let's have a look at this together, boys. Let's get down and dirty. Piss off. Alright. Second time. Alright, let's try and blow through there. Where's my WD-40? So, there should be no air coming out of there at all. Which there isn't. What the f... Oh yeah. I think there's a little bit of dirt in there. Alright, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take this little needle out again. Right here. You hear that? It's not sealing properly. That's our issue. I'm going to wage just a little bit of dirt in there. Oh, need my little one. There we go. Alright, that's out. Look at that spring. I might just give that a little bit of a stretch so it actually returns the needle a little bit better. I'm sure that's gone flat over time. Alright, let's have a look at that little seat Right there, that looks pretty good. I'm tipping there must have just been a little bit of dirt stuck in there. Now I'm going to sand that again so I can find some sandpaper. Which I can't. There you go, baby. All right. Cheers. Oh, I need another drink now. All right. Compressed air blowing out. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. I can't see any gunk in there. Can you see any? I can't. And again, I can't see, so just make sure it's sealing again. It's sealing. Sealing good, actually. All right, let's get this back together. Our fuel leak. Returning good. Spring looks to be in place. See that spring? It has to. There's a little. Okay. Let's check for leaks. Okay, blowing into now. Well, it's not leaking now. Oh, I was doing that the other day too, but no, we'll see. Let's do an assessment of this gasket. Look at that. It's like a little pump or something. What's the purpose of that? Alright, this little centerpiece has to align with that piece there. I'll just try to put it on the wrong way first. That was good. Alright, let's see if it's... Yeah, I can hear it leaking. It's leaking with this in it when this is pushed down. This has probably gotten old and not as flexible as it used to be, and is holding the rocker arm down. So the fuel's always flowing through it. I wonder if we can get this off. See if we can get this off. No, I don't. No, that's like stuck on there good. That's stuck on there real good. What's the purpose of this? This is pushing down on that rocker and opening the valve and letting petrol just free flow into the engine and flooding it when we try to start it. I don't know if that's loosened anything over, but let's just flex that a bit. It's been 10 years since it's ever moved, so let's just give it a bit of a working over. This feels very brittle, quite hard. I wonder if we need that. I would say we probably do need that. I can't take it off because it's too brittle. It'll just crack. Let's see if moving that did anything. Let's give it a good working over. Let's see if that did anything. And when we're down, this will pulse up and down and open and close the rocker arm. Just going to go and have a look at my spares, see what I got. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Got another carb. No, oops, not a complete carb, but we've got another carb. Let's see if this one's leaking. Is it the same? No, it's different. This is the AS-450 carb, which someone's obviously had a crack at, but it's slightly different. It's got a different connector there, but that's okay. We can work with that. We can just do that. Okay, it's a bit loose, but this is what we want, and it's wrecked. So that's not much use to us. Now let's keep working this thing. I'm going to bend this. I'm going to bend it a bit. Bend it inwards a bit. Give it a real good flattening. Flattening out. I think it's sagged over time. Looks like it's actually sagged. I'll give it a good push down, because when it's closing on the top of that rocker arm, this is opening the needle, which is not good. It's not a good look. Maybe if we just soak it in WD for a couple of hours. Is it actually slotting into the slot properly, or is it sitting on top? Alright, we're back, guys. Choose big ears. Just make sure it's not leaking again. Nope, not leaking, that's for sure. Well, I don't think. Could probably is, but we'll soon find out, won't we? Alright, we're good. We are good. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm hopeful this time, boys. I'm hopeful. Alright, let's get the tank back on. Feed that plug lead up through the top. Alright. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if she's still leaking. Alright, looking here for leaks. Of course I forgot to put the throttle back on. Are we leaking? It doesn't look like we're leaking. Let's see if we can get the throttle back on. Gotta put this on first. This end's got to go on first. That bit's got to go into there. Just like that. Let's get this on. Look at that. Choke on. What are our chances of it starting? What do you reckon? Huh? Let's give it a go. No leaks. None that I see. Have we overshot the mark with the bend? Let's find out. You got the choke on? Yep. Let's just pop the plug out because we knew it was flooded. Give the plug a bit of a clean first before we do anything. Just turn the tap off and give it a few pulls to peel the petrol out. Plug looks really clean. Surprising how clean that plug looks. Well, let's get a shot of start, you bastard, straight to the throat. Boom. It's all this old petrol coming out from before. Clean. Alright, let's give it another pull, shall we? Oh, there's no petrol in it. There's no petrol in it. No petrol. That'll do it. That will do it. I did actually come into this thinking that this was going to be a piece of cake. I mean, I've worked on a lot of little small engines, motorcycles, two-strokes and whatnot, but nothing quite like this. So it was a little bit unexpected. I mean, I haven't actually seen a carburetor like this with, you know, diaphragms all over the place and whatnot. But it's all a learning experience, and hopefully this video can help someone else. We're going to get the scooter running no matter what. I mean, with the carb off, it starts straight away, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the compression or the piston or anything like that. So, yeah. Alright, I'm back. This is literally the next day after spending at least another 2 or 3 hours on this little scooter. I have figured out the issue and why it is not starting. It does temporarily start now, at least. I have stopped the leaking on the carb. It does actually. I mean, I've got the petcock on at the moment. Oh, it was before anyway. So the little diaphragm at the bottom here has dried out, and what happens, this goes up and down. As it goes up and down, it opens and closes the needle, which lets fuel into the engine. But because this is dried out and hard, it's not actually opening and closing the needle at all. The needle's now staying closed, and because we stopped the leak altogether, it's not leaking anymore. And it is not letting fuel in because of this little diaphragm at the bottom here. So I've gone ahead and ordered one of these. Which was only $11, nearly $12. I was looking on Google for a carb kit for these, and the only ones I could really find were nearly $100 shipped from the United States. But then I started looking at carb kits for the Husqvarna chainsaws, and it's exactly the same kit for this little carby. So we'll see how we go with that. We've got that on order, so hopefully it'll be here in the next day or two, because he's only in Tasmania, which is not far from Melbourne. And we'll pick this up when we get a carb kit. We'll go the diaphragm at the bottom, a new diaphragm at the top, new seals on the intake manifolds as well, which will always help, and also a new needle and rocker arm and bar. So we'll fully rebuild this little carburetor and hopefully get it up and running properly, and then we'll get the mixture screw and the idle adjust sorted out so it starts easy. And I guess that's it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, like and subscribe, and catch you later. Clock bench out.